Miller comes home second, followed by Benhart and Knipe. Corey Wolf picking up the final heat race in an Old Clone. KT 100 coming up next. Their second round of heats. Round one, well, the first heat of this second round starts like this on the pole. From Chesney, South Carolina, the 33 of Evan C. C was second in the first go round. Alongside of him, the 07 SB from Tucson, Arizona, that is Travis Hooper. Row number 2, he had mechanical failure in round 1 out of Tipton, Iowa. The 48, that's Mason Achenbach. To his outside from Des Moines, Iowa, the 4 of Stevie Smith. Back row inside, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the 02, Rob Caney. And to the outside, the 6 of Michael Falsgraf from Cedar Falls, Iowa, the 1X. Starting at the back of the field, he won the opening round out of Des Moines, Iowa, in that Legend chassis number 1. That is Brian Nevins Jr., the longtime Iowa ace. So Nevins, who won the opener, is going to have to run the field down. Achenbach going to come off, so no good luck for Mason Achenbach. Both heat races, he failed to complete a lap. Off the green we go. C leads them down into 1. Nevins is quickly up into 3rd. C and Nevins now running 1 and 2. Stevie Smith runs 3rd. Evan C. out of South Carolina in that 33 has your advantage. Here comes Nevins Jr. into the race lead. No, caution going to come out. Caution coming out. I believe that's Keeney's 02. Quick note to everybody watching at home, if you lost us for a moment, we have a little weather in the area. We've had a little technical glitch with our internet service, so we hope all is corrected. And yet if not, we'll just kind of continue to muddle through as we have done. This is the first of 2 KT 100 heats. Evan Say out of Chesney, South Carolina is your leader. He started on the pole. Brian Nevins Jr. out of Des Moines started dead last on the field, and he's all the way up to 2nd. Nevins had made the pass, and then the caution came out. Back to green, and Nevins looking again, and he's got him. Stevie Smith looking for that 2nd spot. Good run for Smith here in round 2. They struggled in that first go round, but Stevie's got the 4 dialed in. Nevins out in front. C runs 2nd. Now here comes Smith. Not enough of a nose. 2 to go. 2 to go this time. Battle is for 2nd. Evan C out of South Carolina. And Stevie Smith out of Des Moines, Iowa to the white flag. 1 to go. Smith to the inside. Got him. Stevie into 2nd. C back to 3rd. Nevins going to sweep his 2 heat races in KT 100. Smith comes home 2nd. C home 3rd. Then Hooper and Falstrout. second and final of our heat races will start like this in Yamaha KT 100. On the pole from New Bern, Tennessee, it's the 23 of Renee Angel. To the outside from Des Moines, Iowa, the 70, that is Sean Brown. Row 2 inside, the 44, Elko New Market, Minnesota, that's Carter Brown. To the outside from Ocala, Florida, the 37 of Mike Nicosia. Back row, he won the opening heat race. From Evansdale, Iowa, the 10, that is Zach Johnson. And alongside of him, he was the runner-up in the 05 out of Crawfordsville, Indiana. That is Juan Greeno. Greeno turned the fastest lap today in that first round heat with a 12.135. So here we go. Everybody coming out to the warm-up laps to get the motors warm. Only got a couple. Here comes Zach Johnson. I think we're still waiting on Carter Brown. Brown was a late arrival in the first round of these heat races. Here he comes. Brown will move to the inside of row 2. Trouble for Zach Johnson on the front straightaway. He has stopped. And if he needs a start, he'll have to have one brought out. These motors turn too high a compression for just a pull start like a regular clone motor. So Johnson is off, so he'll take a 6th place finish, or did not start, to go with his win. The rest of the field getting ready to go, and green. And Renee Angel is out quickly to the early advantage. But keep your eye on that yellow 05. Juan Greeno was the quickest of the drivers in that first round. Angel and Brown and Greeno, 1, 2, and 3. A lot of bumping and banging. Greeno to the inside and the race lead. And Brown has come to a stop at the entrance to turn 1 after that contact. And Angel has pulled to the infield. So both Brown and Angel may be headed out of this one after Greeno sent him 3 wide. Brown waving like he needs a start. Which means somebody's going to have to carry that battery-operated starter all the way out to turn 1. Apparently, no. It looked like somebody was coming with a starter, but then they stopped. So he's just going to push it to the infield. So we started with 6, and we're down to 3. And Greeno is going to be charged with the caution. And you can see that Renee Angel is talking with our track officials here, felt that she should have been able to continue, or something should have happened there to Juan Greeno. Greeno has been moved to the back. That moves Sean Brown to the lead. And Brown will lead him off of 4, followed by Mike Nicosia and Juan Greeno. Brown, Nicosia, and Greeno running nose to tail at the front of this second and final Yamaha KT 100 heat race. Last of our regular heat races. Greeno now to the inside on Nicosia. Nicosia way up high, loses all kinds of ground. It's still Brown and Greeno running 1-2. They'll be coming to 2 to go this time by. 2 to go for Sean Brown. Juan Greeno, the fastest car on the track, another 12-1, a 191. White flag coming. Greeno with a 12-2. Brown with a 12-2. Brown trying to hold him off. Can he? Off of 4. The answer is yes. Brown will win it. Greeno come home second. Greeno has turned 2 of the fastest laps here tonight, and he's got nothing to show for it with 2 second-place finishes. Greeno, that time with a 12-234 on his last lap. But his best lap was a 12-191. So, I mean, he's consistently found laps in the 12-1. So practice coming up now, last of our heat races. We're going practicing with the Unlimited All-Stars, both junior and adult. Our junior and Unlimited All-Stars coming up for their second round of practice. They got 1 round of practice in before we took the air tonight. You'll see them for the first time. And I will tell you that 19, as we mentioned on the broadcast, open of the broadcast tonight, 19 of our 50 United States are represented here tonight. Just for practice. The folks from the Unlimited All-Stars say this is the largest turnout for an Unlimited All-Stars Grand National event in 20 years. More than 20 years since they've seen a field like this. And the competition, points-wise, is just wicked crazy. There are 7 drivers who are fighting for the championship, coming in all tied for first place. 7 different drivers are tied for first place in the Unlimited All-Stars coming into this weekend's Grand Nationals here at Delaware. So it is going to be quite the weekend. So track preparations are continuing as we get ready for our Unlimited All-Star practice, both junior and adult. There are just 2 junior drivers. There are just 2 junior Unlimited All-Stars. One of them is Carter Brown, and you saw him in his KT 100, that 44. The other one is Jalen McMillan from Claremont, Iowa, in the 19. So Brown and McMillan are your 2 junior Unlimited All-Stars. Tonight, there are 40 adult Unlimited All-Stars who will practice. 2 more sets of practice for them. They'll come in groups of 8 on the Speedway. Tonight, the night before the 2025 Unlimited All-Stars Grand National, and it could be a historic Grand National weekend, one of the largest ever. So we await the arrival of our Unlimited All-Stars for their second round of practice following our track prep. And then we'll go practice. We'll kind of try to keep you updated with time and timing and show you who's fastest so far. Right now, a 12-135 is the fastest lap, and that was in a KT 100. That was not an Unlimited All-Star. That was in our Yamaha KT 100 class in the first round of heat races, turned in by Juan Greeno in that first round of heats. And then he said, well, 12.135 is good. I can be pretty close, and ran a 12.191 in the second round of heats. So Greeno has certainly been the fastest in the KT 100s tonight. We'll see what comes of his Unlimited All-Star. So as the track is prepped and we get ready for Unlimited All-Stars practice, we'll take a moment, and then we will return with more of tonight's coverage on MBTV Sports. This is the 2025 Unlimited All-Stars Grand Nationals the night before from Delaware Speedway.
When you push your engine to the limit, on the track, the farm, or the highway, only one name delivers unmatched protection. Schaefer's specialized lubricants. With over 180 years of proven performance, professionals don't guess. They trust Schaefer's. And in our region, there's one guy who makes it happen. William Denzer. Racers, farmers, fleets. They all call William because he's reliable, knowledgeable, and gets results. So support the brands and people who support racing. Call William today, 651-253-0999, or email denzer.schaefer.sales@gmail.com. Schaefer's, trusted since 1839. Power in every drop.
Painful steps shouldn't be part of your daily routine. At Foot and Ankle Clinics, PA, we specialize in diagnosing and treating a wide range of foot and ankle conditions, from heel pain and bunions to diabetic foot care and sports injuries. Our board-certified podiatrists, Dr. Jeff Pellersells and Dr. Russell John Hill, bring decades of experience and a compassionate approach to every patient. At our clinic, we are dedicated to serving the community with the highest level of care. Your well-being is our top priority. Serving the communities of Woodbury, West St. Paul, and Edina, we're committed to providing personalized care tailored to your needs. Don't let foot or ankle pain hold you back. Visit footandankleclinics.com to schedule your appointment today.
Yeah, Butler-Built has been a supporter of mine for a long time. I've always run Butler-Built seats ever I got into 410 sprint car racing, and I feel like they have the nicest aluminum seats out there. The craftsmanship, the welding on it is top-notch, and now they're pouring my inserts and have the gravel cut seat and gives you a lot of clearance for your hybrid or your Hans, and I feel like, there's no better seat out there. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of feedback, right? These guys do it every day, so as me as a sprint car driver specifically, every form of dirt racing, the seats are built different, and guys like us, drivers are wearing holes in their hybrids because they're rubbing on the seats, and felt like there was a need for a little bit of a new design and a new generation of the sprint car advantage seat. So, yeah, it's been a fun ride, and hope to continue the relationship for a long time.
Freight.
We welcome everybody back into the night before the 2025 Unlimited All-Stars Grand Nationals here at Delaware Speedway in Delaware, Iowa. If you have been with us throughout the course of the evening, we have had some technical issues. We anticipated a little bit of weather so far, knocking on wood as we speak, where we have not had any of said weather, and we're hoping that it sort of skirts around us and we don't have to worry about that. So far, so good. But if you were watching and lost the stream and missed it, and you were like, well, what happened? It'll all be available. It was all recorded. We have the whole thing. You didn't miss a single thing. You just missed it live. You'll be able to see the whole rebroadcast when you get up and going tomorrow as we get ready to prepare for tomorrow's full day of racing activity here. The actual Unlimited All-Stars Grand National final set for tomorrow, and this, as we have been mentioning all night, is what they are calling the largest Unlimited All-Stars Grand National field in more than 2 decades. So we are looking for quite a show tomorrow. We have mentioned that there are over 19 states here, so we're looking forward to a lot of great racing action here tomorrow, and yet we still have all of our championship main events in our 5 support classes tonight. All right, motors are starting to come to life on the grid, and these would be our junior this will be, I believe, our junior Unlimited All-Stars. The 8 of Carter Brown, and the 19 belongs to Jayla McCallan. So McCallan and Brown. McCallan, the only one with her transponder on, and so her best lap was on her last lap at 13.599. Goes sub 13 this time with a 12.960. These two are junior Unlimited All-Stars, and we will say that Carter Brown, when I checked the points earlier today, is the current points leader in the Junior Unlimited All-Stars. Looking to capture the Grand National. And it looks like Carter might have gotten that thing sorted out and running right with Jayla McCallan. 2 to go. And Brown. Oh, and they both double spin down in turns 1 and 2. Everybody gets it going, and back under power. McCallan with a 12.5, her best lap. No times for Carter Brown. Obviously, he does not have his transponder on. And McCallan spins it up by the fence in front of the grid exit. Checkered waves, and Carter Brown heads. And Jayla McCallan will join, and we will bring out the adults of the Unlimited All-Stars in groups of 8. So the Unlimited All-Stars will take to the Speedway for their second round of practice. Not everybody will have their transponder on, so we'll give you what times we can from drivers who do have. Lap 1 at Daniel Watkins with a 12.673. Travis Hooper now with a 12.308. In that 07 SB. Now Ed Villette with a 12.237. Hooper again with a 1:33. Hooper with a fast. Now Villette with the fastest lap of the day. An 0.42. Ed Villette with an 0.42. Now Logan Wright with an 0.37. Logan Wright in that 07 with a 12.037. Wow. The boys are not playing. The boys and girls are wheeling and dealing. The fastest 2 laps tonight so far, Logan Wright with a 12:037, and Ed Millette with a 12:042. Travis Hooper with a 12:133, and Daniel Watkins with a 12:231. So the field flirting with that sub 12 second time barrier. Right off the speedway to the infield, and we're back to green. This is just practice. Qualifying and racing for these drivers is tomorrow. Nobody's been able to crack that top spot that Logan Wright posted a couple of laps ago. Wright, Millette, Hooper, Watkins, Scott Packard, fifth quick in that 3P with a 12.265. White flag one more time around. And the checkers will wave. Packard with the best of the last lap on his final pass with a 12.147. Right now that would be fourth. 12.037 for Logan Wright. A 12.042 for Ed Millette. A 12.133 for Travis Hooper. And a 12.147 for Scott Packard. James King was fifth quick with a 12.230. Second group of our unlimited All-Stars to the Speedway for practice. And we got a slow one on the back straightaway. Group number 2, working the speedway. Cameron Childs is fourth quick overall with a 1:38 here in practice. Ben Taft now to the pole with a 12.026. Taft with a fast qualify time. And now a sub 12. Taft at 11.913. Van Taft in the 6C3. Kelsey Pierce in her 12P with a 12.04. That's the second fastest lap turned in. Childs now third at 12.019. Now Kelsey Pierce, quickest overall in that number 12 with an 11.723. Pierce with an 11.723. Here comes the third group for practice. Right now, Kelsey Pierce at 11.723 is the time to beat. Followed by Ben Taft, Cameron Childs, Logan Wright, and Ed Villette. Dustin Bauer, second quick at 11.911. Trouble for Jackson Bowe in that 75. Jason Bowe in that 75, but Dustin Bauer on his second pass ran an 11.911. So he's already second quick. And we'll wind him back up. Bauer in that orange 55 with the black tiger stripes. Daniel Gill with an 11.835. Grant Hiller with an 11.889. Gill goes quicker again at 11.818. Nick Cummins now third quick at 11.834. Gill, Cummins, now Grant Hiller third at 8.29. Hiller now to second with a 7.75. Final pass for Hiller at 11.775. He is currently the second fastest in practice. Kelsey Peace at 11.723. Nick Cummins at 7.89. Then Daniel Gill at 8.18. And Dustin Bauer at 9.11. Here comes the next group. Field will wind up and we're off and practicing again. Peace, Hiller, Cummins, Gill, and Bauer, your top five. Doug Perry into fifth with an 8.83. Doug Perry with the fifth fastest time in that 21P. Perry now second with a 7.28. He's 5/1000ths of a second off the quick time. Perry no quicker at 7.28. Peace with a 7.23. Perry with a 728. Hiller with a 775. Allie Young with a 980. She's 8. Two to go in this practice group. Perry unable to improve on that 728. Final pass coming. Corey Hostler Jr. into 6th with an 890. Doug Perry second quick overall with a 728. Kelsey Peace still fastest with a 723. These are all 11-second laps. The top 9 drivers have posted times under 11 seconds. Under 12 seconds. So here comes our next group. Going green. Stanley Carolyn, the 11th fastest time with a 025, 12:025. He's 11. And quickest of this group, now Carolyn to 9th with a 967. That 1C of Stanley Carolyn, still 9th with that 967. Now Carolyn to 4th with a 786. Stanley Carolyn in that 1C to 3rd with a 759. Final 2 passes coming. Carolyn, no better that time. Got off of 4. Carolyn. Nope, still that 759. Final pass coming, and Stanley Carolyn will settle for the 3rd fastest time in practice with a 759. Still Kelsey Peace and Doug Perry. Now Stanley Carolyn, Grant Hiller, and Nick Cummins. The top 10 drivers have posted sub-12 second laps. The fastest is Kelsey Peace at 11.723. Next group going to work on the Speedway. You've got to be under 12 to be in the top 10. And now we'll wind them up and start the stopwatch. Let's see how anybody, if anybody can find something faster. Gavin Gregory is 3rd on lap 1 at 7:30. Gregory with a 6:09. Gavin Gregory to 11:609. Gavin Gregory with a 4:43 now. Gregory flirting with 10-second laps. Two to go for Gregory, and an 11.443. Final pass is coming. Gregory to the checkers. And 11.443 for Gavin Gregory. Here comes our next group. Right now, Gavin Gregory, the quickest at 11.443. Kelsey Peace at 11.723. Then Doug Perry at 11.728. Stanley Caroline at 11.759. And Grant Hiller at 11.775. Top 13 drivers are all under 12 seconds here in practice tonight. Can you imagine with the tire prep and the work that they'll put in tomorrow? I got a feeling we could see something under 11. We got the fastest time so far tonight has been an 11.443. So that'll wrap up this second session of Unlimited All-Star and Junior Unlimited All-Star practice. Up next will be our championship.
Okay, Delaware Speedway, thank you so much. We are going to take a 10-minute intermission, and then we are going to start our features. I do have a few announcements to make. Reminder, MBTV Sports is broadcasting live. Check it out. Tell your friends, family who can't make it, that the race is live. ANS Mobile Photography is here, taking our photos. We also have Scott Gold Memorial shirts and tumblers if you see Nevins at pit 13 and 12. Tomorrow, there's a reminder that there will be the coffee truck, Thirsty Go, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. The Hangry Hobo will be here at 2:30, and the Hangrier Hobo will also be here at 5 p.m. We will have our concessions during the day tomorrow.
So practice is finished, the second round of practice for our unlimited All-Stars, both adult and junior, and all of our heat races are complete. We are in a bit of a little bit of a shower we're working on right now. It's nothing really heavy. I don't think we're going to have any kind of issues. We're just waiting for the showers to move away, and then we will resume. What's left on our broadcast schedule for tonight is our championship main events in Junior 1, Arbox, BP Wing, Adult Clone, and a Yamaha KT 100. Then there is a third round of practice for our Unlimited All-Stars, both junior and adult, scheduled for after the main events. So there will be one more round of practice for the Unlimited All-Stars, both the junior and the adult Unlimited All-Stars, after the championship main events. And our night before finals are coming up here in a few minutes. So we're going to kind of hold for a minute and let the weather see what it's going to do. Maybe 10 or 12 or 15 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. It's really just a light sprinkle coming down, and we're just going to wait the weather out a minute, and then we will resume our championship broadcasts on the night before here at the 2025 Unlimited All-Stars Grand Nationals here at Delaware Speedway in Delaware, Iowa.
Freight is the backbone of the country, and as long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to get it to them. My name is Matt Bohl with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's where my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in the future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all size business, big or small. We love them all, but we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose the sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in the industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers, we solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 20 plus years.
Kevco has been an industry leader in high-performance oil pans and components for over 35 years. Made in Fairmont, Minnesota, Kevco prides itself on being American-made. Kevco has expanded our product line way beyond just oil pans to valve covers, breather systems, jack stands, boilers, wheel sockets, and much, much more. Check out KevcoRacing.com to see everything we have to offer, including our line of street, off-road, and performance oil pans and accessories. Or call 800-770-3557 to talk with our friendly customer service today.
My name is John O'Connor. I'm a snowboarder for life and a business owner in Windham, New York. We run a restaurant and inn here. This is our backyard. Having a backyard park is really special because being able to snowboard at home and not have to get in the car, go to a resort, wait in a line, is your own creative space to do whatever you want, however you want. You're in your element. You're right at home, and it's a really good feeling when you can tune into the space around you with you and your friends and just make something special of it.
The Tow Pro has helped my vision come to life with where I would like to take the backyard setup, and without it, it wouldn't be the same. It's the most easy to use, compact, portable, reliable rope tow that you can buy. It's the best thing that I own as far as what gives me happiness in life. Without it, it's not the same when you're hiking. To be able to keep riding and feel like you're snowboarding, that's what it's all about. And the Tow Pro has made that happen.
My two passions in life is racing and selling good high-end meat. So my grandfather came here from Germany back in the late 20s. He decided to open his own shop in 1951. He had all the recipes, he had all the talent. His father was a meat guy. His father's father was a butcher. They weren't football players, basketball players. They were in the meat business. And that's our family. That's what we're good at. Old World Meats was derived from Frank's Meats. That was my grandfather's name. I know the quality of my beef is the best because I've purchased it directly from the ranchers that certified Angus beef. We know what our beef is continuously, and it's very consistent. So we're located up here in Duluth on beautiful Lake Superior, just a stone throw off of Highway 61. I've lived here my whole life, and it's where I wanted to raise my family. To be successful, you need to have a talent. And I knew I was going to be in the meat business. I can taste spices, I can pick out flavors, where they need to come in, where they need to stop. So knowing your strengths are important and knowing where you came from. We have a hot snack stick that's got actually 8 different spices of heat in that, and it layers the flavors in the heat. That's what makes the difference with our product. The most exciting part was becoming coast to coast with the Old World Meats snack sticks. My neighbor stopped me on the street and said, "Paul, I was just down in Georgia and this gas station had your product." It was one of the highlights of the year. I don't know of a state at this point that we haven't had product in. Being in business in a small town really puts things into perspective. It's the little things for me to be appreciated and respected. So this whole operation here, it doesn't have to be the biggest, but it needs to have passion. And today, I'm changing lives of people that work with me. My guys are learning lifelong skills and values. That's the good stuff. Let's make the world a better place. Let's have a good time at it.
In the early 2000s, a monster was created known today as the Outlaw Mini Mod Series. The chassis was dubbed as the Batwing chassis, and the rest is history. Today, the Outlaw Mini Mod Series travels across the Midwest in a plethora of tracks, showcasing the incredible raw speed and talent these cars possess. With the spec jig-built chassis and all the parts same from car to car, it puts racing back into the driver's hands. Finishing first or fifth comes down to setup and driver skill, not just their pocketbook. These spec race cars turn faster laps than most big cars they share the track with most nights. Visit Batwing Chassis on Facebook or batwingchassis.com to learn more about these bad, fast race cars. Batwing Chassis, where fast, affordable fun is the driving force behind one of the fastest growing classes in the Midwest. Join the fun today.
With over 150 trucks to choose from, Southwest Chevrolet GMC is Wisconsin's truck headquarters. We have 2 of the best brands on the planet, Chevrolet and GMC. Silverados and Sierras, Trail Bosses, AT4s, ZR2s, and Denali's. In stock and ready to take home today. New Chevys and GMCs only 30 minutes from Rice Lake and 20 minutes from Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. Southwest Chevrolet, GMC, and Bloomer, where you always get your money's worth.
Peterson up top. There goes Peterson. As he goes in at number 2 spot, Ice stays with him. to go. Adams up to the wall, off again, and down the front straightaway with 2 to go. Oh, man, I'll tell you, hang on.
Every great journey begins with a trusted guide. And when it comes to finding your perfect home, there's no one better than Kathy Vetter. With over 10 years of experience and a passion for real estate, Kathy Vetter helps you find the perfect home, a peaceful country retreat, a cozy single-family house, or your very first step toward a lifetime home. She also specializes in commercial real estate, guiding you through every step of the way. From the heart of the metro to the scenic countryside, Kathy Vetter knows the Minnesota market inside and out, committed to finding the perfect fit for you, no matter where you are. Buying your first home can feel overwhelming, but with Vetter by your side, it's a smooth and exciting journey. She makes first-time buyers feel confident, supported, and understood every single step of the way. From your first showing to handing over the keys, Kathy Vetter works tirelessly to ensure you get the home you've always wanted. Kathy Vetter, your trusted real estate expert across Minnesota. From vibrant metro living to serene countryside escapes to agricultural and commercial spaces. Let her help you unlock the door to your next chapter.
With over 40 years of experience producing quality racing components, we're excited to unveil the Kevco Drive Shaft. Our Kevco Drive Shafts are 100% made in the USA from USA-sourced materials. We have developed our drive shafts using precision machine yokes that offer more clearance with higher strength than any other shaft on the market. Our yokes are then zinc-plated black for long-lasting protection. All our drive shafts are meticulously hand-built and balanced on our brand-new Superior Driveline Shaft Master drive shaft machine. Every carbon fiber Kevco drive shaft comes loaded with Spicer 1310, solid-body, non-greasable universal joints for superior strength. We offer U-joints, U-bolts, slip yokes, and anything you may need for your drive shaft. Kevco has the ability to custom build any length drive shaft for any application you may need, whether it be mild steel, chromoly, aluminum, or carbon fiber. Call us today at 800-770-3557 or check us out on the web at kevcoracing.com.
When you've got to ship it from anywhere to anywhere,
QualityFreightRate.com.
The LTL Freight Logistics Specialist for your small business.
QualityFreightRate.com.
We simplify shipping, eliminate those surprise charges, and negotiate the best rates from most LTL qualified carriers.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Special residential and liftgate rates available for automotive and ag implements.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Use the promo code ICE and get 10% off your first shipment. Startup is so easy. Get a quote and ship today. QualityFreightRate.com.
Ready to make a splash this summer? Grab your friends and head to River's Edge on the scenic Apple River. Whether you're looking to float the day away, camp under the stars, or catch live music and weekend events, River's Edge has everything you need for an unforgettable time. Book your tube, campsite, or party package now. River's Edge on the Apple River. Your summer starts here.
That's the way I pronounce it, Wausau, Wisconsin. Isn't that how you pronounce it? Welcome everybody back to the 2025 night before the Unlimited Allstars Grand Nationals here at Delaware Speedway. The little shower has now moved out of our area. It was just barely even a dust settler. Just put dirt spots on everybody's car, so no big deal. We are going to adjust the feature lineup. It will not go as it went in the heat races. We'll run the wing carts first with treaded tires. So here comes our Arbox wing final. On the pole from Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, that's the 85 of Thatcher Nelson. And On the outside is Mac Crimmins in that 25 seed. So it's Nelson and Crimmins in Arbox. And we're off and running green. Nelson won both the heat races between these two. The second one was a little more interesting than the first because Crimmins got out to the early advantage and led for about half of that race, and then Nelson tried to make a little bit of a bump and run kind of a move and got roll black flagged for it and then decided, oh, well, forget it, and he just drove away off to the outside and was able to win both, and now he's comfortably out and running here in this heat race. Thatcher Nelson continues to hold the advantage, looking for the sweep here in Arbox. He won the 2 heat races and now has a comfortable advantage here in the main event. Nelson continues. Cross flags will be coming here halfway home to 12. On our way to 12. And now Nelson spins into the infield. Gets himself going again. Crimmins slowing down, thinking there was going to be a yellow, and Nelson comes right back around him. I think Crimmins thought there was going to be a caution after Nelson went into the infield, but there wasn't. Nelson just pulled the loop, came back around, and jumped right back on the throttle. BP wing final coming up next as we move the wing carts with the treaded tires to the front, just in case the moisture on the speedway. We did get a few drops. All right, looks like we're coming to 2 to go this time, and Thatcher Nelson is a couple of laps away from a sweep in our box. 2 to go. Two to go. Off of 4, white flag in the air. White flag for Thatcher Nelson. Final pass coming off of 4. Nelson to the checkers and the win at Arbox. Thatcher Nelson out of Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin is your winner on the night before the UAS Grand Nationals here at Delaware Speedway. Up next will be our BP Wing final, and it will start like this. On the pole, he won a heat and was second in the other from Des Moines, Iowa, the 22 of Carson Sanders. Alongside of him, he won a heat and was second in the other from Rummels, Iowa, the 79 of Dax Housley. Row number 2 on the inside, won a heat and was second in the other from Newton, Iowa, the 7 of Camden Gasper. And alongside of him, from Peosta, Iowa, the P7 of Quentin Pollard. Row number 3 inside, Farley, Iowa, the 52 of Logan Simon. To the outside, from Denver, Iowa, the 72 of William White. Row number 4 inside, Marion, Iowa, the 3D, that's Riker Van D. To the outside, from Claremont, Iowa, the 35, that's Remington McAllen. And starting shotgun of the field, 54B from Marion, Iowa, that is Briar Van D. Sanders, Housley to the inside on Sanders. Gasper running third. Sanders now back to the lead. Housley coming. Back and forth we go. Housley and Sanders. Gasper looking to get in the mix. Can't get there yet. Still on the inside. No, Sanders able to fight him off. Now Gasper does get through. Gasper and Sanders wheel to wheel with Simons. Dax Housley all alone out in front with a half a straightaway or more on Gasper, then Simons and Sanders. Dax Housley in that 79. Camden Gasper runs second. Battle is for third. Logan Simon in the 52 and Carson Sanders in that 22. Housley now starting to come up on the back of the field. That would be one of the Vanderzees. They'll pull to the inside and out of the event. Housley all alone out in front with a sizable advantage on Gasper. The battle still rages for third, nose to tail, between Logan Simon in that 52 and Carson Sanders in the 22. Sanders coming to the inside. Halfway home for Housley this time. 10 down, 10 to go for Housley. Sanders now has gotten around Simon into third. Housley working through Vanderzee. Van D goes a lap down. Gasper now trying to get by him. Next up would be McAllen for Housley. Then Pollard and White. Housley gets around McAllen. Contact, look out, White goes around. White gets it going, but the caution comes down. That'll actually save a couple of drivers who had gone a lap down, but they'll get their lap back by going back to the last completed scab. The last completed lap will put Van Zee and McAllen. Pollard looks like he's going to be charged with a caution. Nose to tail. Let's see if this makes a difference. Housley had gotten away from Gasper, and it wasn't close. Now they're nose to tail at the front. Simons is going to get his spot back because Sanders made the pass on the lap in which the yellow occurred, I believe. I believe that's what they're trying to do. Sanders, Simon, okay. Then Van D. No, then White. White was the cart that spun, and Pollard was tagged with the caution. So Pollard to the back. White gets his spot back. Nose to tail. Housley has been your leader from the get-go. He and Sanders back and forth. Then Housley got away. Gasper started. at the front, worked his way back into the mix. So now let's see if anybody's got anything for Dax Housley and that 79. Housley and Gasper, look out, White to the end, no, Simon in the 52, loops it around, he keeps it going, we stay green. Oh, look out, McCallum looping it around in 4, in front of Simon, and the caution's coming out, I believe. No, we're still green. No, the caution is coming out. The caution is coming out. Housley out in front of Gasper. Housley, Gasper, Sanders, White, Pollard, Van D, Simon, and McCallum. Sanders looking for a move on Gasper for second. Here comes Carson. Sanders into the 2 spot. Sanders around Gasper. Gasper right back. Housley opening up the lead. Sanders and Gasper. And now the car.